So it's been a while since the last video. As you can see, things are a little bit different. Basically, the main thing I did was install this flooring rug, which it's not bad. It's a little bit tight in some places, but it's mostly because of that divider, which I'm going to have to take out anyways. Although I'm not going to worry about that right now. It kind of sucks because I do like this divider. It's very nice. I'll probably keep this section of it. But I got to cut out these rivets to chisel them out and unscrew this side. Basically, A, to have this lay flat, and B, when I get the motorcycle, I'm probably going to remove this front seat here just so I can bring the bike all the way up, and I'll have enough room to stick it right here, and then I'll still have all this room back here to mess around with. It'll be a little bit more roomier. So today we're going to be basically building the battery box. Now for the setup I have in mind, I'm not going to be really running a lot of power in here. I'm not going to be using like a TV or anything like that just because I don't really watch TV. And when I do watch shows, it'll be on Netflix. So I'll probably just use my tablet, which is kind of what I'm thinking. The only thing I'm going to have running in here are fans. I'll get some LED strip lighting for the roof, which I probably won't even be needing that much. As there is, an actual built-in light in here already, which I actually haven't used it, but the switch is right over there, so I can use that. So for materials, I just went to Lowe's and got some of this pine board 1x12x4, and we're just basically gonna use that and some self-tapping screws to build a battery box right here, which is gonna fit in this area. I'm only going to use these Harbor Freight batteries because, like I said, I really don't actually need a lot of power. If I want to run a cooler or something like that, I'll just use the old-fashioned way, ice inside a cooler, and that'll be fine. And if I want to, in the future, maybe a couple years down the road, do an upgrade and actually get like a really nice battery and whatnot, then I'll do that. But I don't really see myself using a lot of electricity in here for that much. So let's get started. Just a word of advice: if you're going to go to Lowe's or Home Depot or any of the big box stores for your materials, make sure you bring your tape measure, just because these particular boards that I got were only 11¼ inch wide, and they were marked as foot wide. So that's one thing. For this particular project, it was actually okay because I wanted something that was a little bit smaller because the batteries are small and I don't want them moving around inside the battery box. So just something to be looking out for. Alright, so here are our loose pieces, and this is basically going to be the battery box. So I'm just going to glue this, and I have some self-tapping screws that I'll use for this, and this will be our battery box. And I also have a hinge that I'm going to use for the top of it. And I'm not a carpenter or anything by trade. I just mess with this kind of stuff like everybody else. And heck, they didn't even have shop class when I was in school. Box, thimble, fit, I think about 4 batteries in here, 4 of the small batteries in here. I'll drill a hole in the side to get the wires through, and then I'm probably going to put the solar controller and the inverter up here. I did see somebody else that coated this with like the speaker box carpet, which, it does look nice the way he did it. And also, since this is pine, it's very soft. It would also keep it from getting dinged up too much. Probably going to put another hinge in here just to keep it from wobbling. But really, it's not like I'm going to open this thing up every day to mess with it. So, anyways, there it is, a simple box. Will it fit? Are all my measurements precise? Get all this crap out of the way. Loading ramps. As you can see, there's the issue here of this carpet in this side. This is not precisely cut, which I did hear that about this carpet, that there were gaps, and like this is not on this side, is not precisely shaped correctly. So let's see if we can find our knife. So as for some of these gaps, what I'll do is I'll just get the 1/4 inch thick foam, and when I buy the speaker box carpet to cover this thing, yep, and she fits in here beautifully. So the only thing I have to do basically is bolt this down to here. So I might use, not sure what I'll use actually. But that is it. How to build a box. And let's just see how these fit. I need to take them out. Oh man, I can do it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So I'm definitely good with 4 batteries in here, which is what I had planned on too. Like I said, my setup for this RV van, whatever you want to call it, is not going to be very power intensive, since I'm only going to be using it, you know, when I'm off from work. Just because I've got other things I like to do during the day. It's not like I'm going to sit here and camp on the inside. But right now, this stuff is going to go all in here. And the next big thing I have to do is, which this is good because it already has holes there that I can use to put a nut through and then bolt this thing directly to the ribs. So thanks for watching. Hopefully next video we'll probably do that, and we'll probably start looking at how we're going to run the wiring. I don't really want to start putting up the solar panels on this roof just because it's still winter, and where I'm currently living, it's going to snow for at least another month and a half, and then rain after that, so we'll worry about that when the time comes. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment. I shall see you in the next video. Peace.